Sanders asked, could I have a place to put my notes? He said, you don't need them. I said, yes, I do. Power to the people. It's wonderful for me. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. It's wonderful to come to Oakland. It's wonderful to see this crowd. I've been in this Deferment Park. I'm sorry. I said, it's wonderful to be here. I live in Atlanta. I never get to see a crowd of Black Panthers and Black Panther supporters like this. It seems like a joyous occasion. Celebration with everybody here at least shares one thing. We all love Big Man. Or you love knowing about Big Man. And why it is universal, I found out that I have family in Chattanooga. My father's family is from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I recently found out that Big Man, well, I remember him when he first started bringing articles for Elbert, who was editing the newspaper out of his apartment in San Francisco, and I had just for the newspaper. And he signed him Brother Dynamite. That was his pen name. When I think of and his fighting spirit, and he was so gentle. He was all of that, but very gentle, very, I mean, I don't want to say he was soft-spoken, but I don't think I ever heard Big Man raise his voice. So, he was, and in our hearts, you can admire, you can understand, and that's why this place is, I'm happy I just left Chattanooga. I have family in Chattanooga, and I was visiting my 85-year-old cousin, close to Big Man. When I found he had Tennessee family, I have Tennessee family, and I'm just really honored to be here to help celebrate. They all aren't that good, particularly the kind in the White House. He ain't even a leader. He's a jerk, among other things. But one of the things about our brother Big Man, he was extremely honest. He was devoted. And I would like to say he represented the soul of the Black Panther Party. We all love Big Man. He was, and he was so good, he had to have a good family. You don't come out like that if you're not raised by good people. And the good people of Tennessee who are very church-going and honest and hardworking. So he was part of the core spirit, I would say, the core spirit of what the Black Panther Party was about. I wasn't there. There was an anti-war conference in Montreal that the Panthers were invited to by the Vietnamese. And one of the Vietnamese, you know, they're I'm very touched to be able to come here, to be back in Oakland, to be in this park. I've been in Deferment Park in I don't know how many years. Pardon? Oh, yeah, I didn't know. Like I said, I haven't been here many years. I live in Georgia. Sorry I missed it. It's Bobby Hutton Park. Fabulous. Fabulous. Well, we have to have something that's called Big Man, like a Big Man tree. Let's commission it. Because if anybody represents the spirit of the Black Panther Party 100%, who is it? Big Man. Big Man. Big Man. Big Man, the Black Panther, father, comrade, writer, speaker, amazing human being. We love him. I am very honored to be able to be here, to join you, and to just say a few words. He's a soldier. He's way more than a soldier. He was way more than a soldier. He was a writer. He was a dreamer. He was a lover. He was a parent. He was just a wonderful human being. He was what do you call that? A credit to his race. Power to the
We got a couple we do that. We got three powerful speakers. We got Emery going to speak, and we have Sister Jerika Lewis who's going to play for us. First to join the Black Panther Party. So we're going to bring up Brother Emery. We're going to ask him to stay up here too long because his leg is kind of bad.
I just want to say I met Big Man early on. I came in the party about 3 or 4 months after its inception. And I remember being at Bobby Nine. One I remember he was late coming in. He got into the photograph. But also working on the paper. In the early days, I came on the first tabloid issue of the Black Panther Party paper. That's when I became involved with the Black Panther News of the Hat. And he didn't want to be acknowledged as big man in the paper. So his name became Brother Dynamite. Because people used to ask, who is Brother Dynamite? They would love Brother Dynamite. Even the elders was looking at some Brother Dynamite. I recall when he went to Japan. And we got the word back that when he went to Japan, those who had invited him were fighting at the end. I remember he went to Scandinavia. He went to various parts of the world, and he was one of the first to go around the country, chapters and branches of the Black Panther Party. And he was guided by love. He was genuinely guided by love. And that was amazing.
All right. And Brenda, could y'all stand up for a second? Come on. Come on, Shelly.
Well,
These two sisters are Panther sisters. They worked at national headquarters of the Black Panther Party. They went to jail for the Black Panther Party. That's right. I ain't never forgot that. Power to the people. Thank you for being you. Okay, we have a message from Africa, from our friends there. You know, Pete's still in exile over 40 years now.
Thank you. Salute to Comrade Brother Big Man, to Sister Carol, and all of Comrade Brother Elbert Big Man Howard's comrades and friends. We at the United African Alliance Community Center, UAACC, wish to express our heartfelt sadness at the passing of our comrade Big Man. We also express the fact that he will always be remembered, not only as one of the founding fathers of the Black Panther Party, but also for his sincere love for the people that he served for so many years as a community activist, long after the party had ceased to exist as an organization. Big Man's positive example and steadfastness for so many decades even flowed over into his jazz radio programs, where he promoted the empowerment that came from the artists that he played for his listeners' edification. He was a living monument of history and courage and wisdom, and he will never be forgotten. And the fact that he was actually a nice and respectful man was icing on the cake. May all who sorrow for him be lifted up by the good memories of being and working with our comrade Big Man. And may we all continue to honor him with our own good works in communities around the world. We salute our comrade Big Man and vow to continue to struggle until we are no longer able. La lucha continua, viva, much respect. From Brother Pete O'Neill, Sister Charlotte, Mama C. O'Neill, and the whole UAACC family in Imbasani Village, Arusha, Tanzania.
We'd like to bring up Sister Tarika. She's going to share some of her skills with us. She's a fantastic violinist. Before she sets up, I'd like to read a proclamation from the Mayor of Oakland. In recognition and celebration of Albert Big Man Howard, self-defense in the city of Oakland, co-founder of the Black Student Union in the state of California, whereas he engaged in armed street patrols throughout Oakland neighborhoods to protect and communications abilities, awarded him abilities to be the national and international spokesperson for the Elbert led the Black in 1971. Also, he was hired as a counselor and student advisor and oversaw the campaign office for Bobby Seale for Mayor of Oakland and North Oakland and helped provide voter registrations for people. Okay, whereas this proclamation on February 25th, 2018, in the sister. She was like the first sister recruited into the Black Panther Party, and I want a gun. Her legacy extends greater than the Black Panther Party. Her legacy is on this fence. As you walk there, you see her picture, her image there. You know, and if you live in the Bay Area and you get this week's issue of News and Review, there is a big picture of her review today. So, Tarika Lewis, Vanguard member of the Black Panther Party.
And she's an artist. Yes. An artist. And class with John Andy. Hi.
Much respected family. I love you. Comrades, come on up here now. Come on. Come on, comrades. I can't do this by myself. Come on, Erica. Come on. Let's do that. Kathleen? These are people Panthers. These are real Panthers. These are the most courageous people on planet Earth, right here. Oakland was ground zero. Not ground two, ground zero. You gotta know what he's calling them out of their names. This was out of love and respect for the community, or why even do it in the first place?
Can you do me a favor and take a picture?
This is the legacy. These are the veterans who put their lives on the front line, who put their lives, who put their careers on check, on hold to do this. Left everything behind to do this. Never leave every single day. Come on up here, brother. This was ground zero. Who we really should have been going after was the land grabbers. They destroyed our black downtown. They destroyed our community. They took the land of who were they? The United Employers Union. They hired the fastest guns. They said by any means necessary, destroy these people, take their land, use it, had a oxygen 50 unions, 1940. There were 3,000 African American businesses on 7th Street alone. 3,000 about in history. 3,000. Y'all repeat this, 3,000. 3,000 African American owned businesses. Top of this. What happened? Why was it even necessary for a Black Panther Party? Why my brothers and sisters had to put their lives on the line? What? Why do we have to put our lives on the line? Why do we have to get out there? That's why I met Big Man, right out here on the tennis court. We were marching. Not only saying why we were black and why we were doing this, that we were going to sacrifice our lives being servants of the people, and stand with Chairman Bobby Seale for the love of our community, because we've seen people hiding behind the badge and in the uniform, calling themselves peace officers, and they went after us. They went after our children. They went after our land. They went after our property. This is what big man stood for. Oh,
All right, all right. Hey, good job, Will. We have one more speaker. All right, all right, all right. Can I have your attention? Can you grab a seat? We have one more speaker. All right. We have one more speaker before we go. Hey, I'd like to have your attention. We have one more speaker. I'd like to bring up the chairman of the Black Panther Party, the co-founder of the Black Panther Party, Bobby. Hey, I like everybody to stand up for Bobby. Bobby stood up for you. All right. Bobby still. Bobby still. Of the Black Panther Party, I told Huey Newton that we were going to have a major national organization. What? I said, yes. But we don't need no national. I said, that's what we're going to have. And I said, we're going to have multiple leadership. This all came at the War on Poverty on the Department of Human Resources. In my office at the time, in case you didn't know that, I was working for the city government of Oakland when I founded the Black Panther Party.
Now let's wait.
That's right.
That's right.
Big man Elbert Howard, a week after we finished finalizing the 10-point platform and program of the Black Panther Party, and in my office I had little Bobby Hutton and others run off 1,000 copies of the 10-point platform and program in the War on Poverty office where I worked. We went up to Merritt College. Virgil Morrell, a friend of, and was a member of the party at one time, but Virgil Morrell got us a room to students who was interested to our new organization, the Black Panther Party, 1 week after we finished the 10-point platform and program, October 1966. And one of the people who came up was big man Elbert Howard. We talked about 20 some odd students. We passed out the 10-point platform and program to them and talked about the program and told people we was going to go out and patrol the police, what have you, and all this kind of stuff. And big man, and then he invited us to his house, to his home, 2 blocks from the North Oakland Neighborhood Service Center where I work for the city government of Oakland. And he had a little barbecue for us the weekend. And we talked about that program and the things we're going to do, and I talked about how we're going to organize political, electoral, community unity all over the country. What has guns, but people don't understand it.